It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the Cards and the Rams. And it's all up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
To throw on second down, Warner. This is Anderson over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Four yards remain for second down. Play action. It's Warner. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Warner. Green brings it in. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
It'll be Warner on first down. And that is incomplete here.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Warner. The reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run. Anderson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Warner to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, Warner. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Warner. And this will be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. working with a 2nd and 3. Warner. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down throw, Warner. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Falk. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play fake. Now Warner. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, Warner. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Second and 2. Warner from the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On second down, Warner. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Warner. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. A gain of 22.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Warner. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
To throw on second down, Warner. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Warner. Finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down, Anderson.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It'll be Warner on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Warner. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Warner. Out left to Anderson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's Warner. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Warner to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Warner. It's Hill. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Warner. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a Rams first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Warner. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Warner. He finds Bolden. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Warner. That's complete to Bolden. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Marsh. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second down at 5. The give to the fullback on the dive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Back to throw. Warner. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Running for it. Here's Anderson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Warner. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big...
Cliff Kingsbury's saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Cliff Kingsbury correct there in the decision to challenge that one. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Warner. He's going to look deep down the field. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Warner, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Up the middle, it's Anderson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Warner. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Warner. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now a 1st down throw, Warner. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Warner. And the reception made by Green. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Warner from the gun. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. goes down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. A play fake. Now Warner. And that'll be caught by Cup. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now Warner. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing to start the drive. Warner. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Warner. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Cards are back within a score. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Let's go, baby.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now Warner.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much of this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
To throw from his end zone, Warner. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Warner. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Warner. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Warner to throw. Beasley will throw that one away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Warner. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Warner.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
From the gun on third down, Warner. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warner. Going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Warner. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warner. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now a give inside for Falk. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Play action. It's Warner. Green brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Warner. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Warner. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st and 10, Warner. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd and 2, Warner. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late, and this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Warner. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Warner. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Warner from the gun. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But man, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.